Hello guys, this is Indian Medico, and in this video we are going to see about rigor mortis. Rigor mortis is also known as postmortem rigidity. It is a state of stiffening of muscles with slight shortening of muscle fibers. This picture shows rigor mortis in a cadaver. Now let us see about the mechanism of rigor mortis. First let us discuss anatomy and physiology of a muscle fiber. Voluntary muscle consists of bundles of long fibers. Each muscle fiber is composed of densely packed myofibrils, which are composed of protein filaments of two types, namely actin and myosin. In relaxed condition, actin filaments interdigitate with myosin filaments to a small extent. Whenever there is a nerve impulse, arrays of actin filaments are drawn into arrays of myosin filaments like pistons into cylinders, causing muscle contraction. This is the normal anatomy and physiology of a muscle fiber. After death, ATP is progressively and irreversibly destroyed. This causes increased accumulation of lactates and phosphates in muscles. There will be membrane disruption and lack of ATP after death, which causes increased calcium level in sarcomeres and muscle contraction occurs. When ATP is reduced to 85% of normal, overlapping portions of myosin and actin filaments combine as rigid links of actomyosin, which are sticky and inextensible, leading to rigor mortis. Remember, normally actin and myosin overlap and cause muscle contraction, whereas in case of rigor mortis, there will be formation of actomyosin, which is sticky and inextensible. In rigor mortis, there will be rise in lactic acid and fall in hydrogen ion concentration. When lactic acid concentration reaches 0.3%, muscles go into irreversible state of contraction. It is important to remember that rigor mortis persists until decomposition of proteins of muscles occur. Now let us see about the order of appearance of rigor mortis. It first appears in involuntary muscles like myocardium. Then it begins in eyelids, lower jaw and neck. It passes upwards to muscles of face and downwards to muscles of chest, upper limbs, abdomen, lower limbs and lastly in fingers and toes. That is, it has a proximodistal progression. In case of limbs, it extends from above downwards. Rigor mortis disappears in the same order in which it appeared. Remember, both the appearance and disappearance of rigor mortis are gradual. Now let us see about the development of rigor mortis. When rigor is developing, limbs can be moved. After this, rigor develops in the new position. However, the rigidity is less. Whenever force is applied, when rigor is fully developed, the stiffness is broken up permanently. Remember, when rigor is fully developed, entire body is stiff, the muscles are shortened, hard and opaque. The knees, hips, shoulders and elbows are slightly flexed. There will be marked flexion in fingers and toes and the pupils will be partially contracted. Rigor mortis develops independent of integrity of nervous system. We can test for rigor mortis by trying to lift eyelids, depressing jaw and gently bending neck and various joints of body. When there is rigor of erector pilae muscles, there will be cutis anserina or goose skin. Now let us discuss about the time of onset of rigor mortis. In India, it begins 1 to 2 hours after death and it takes further 1 to 2 hours to complete. That is, rigor mortis occurs in India between 2 to 4 hours. In temperate countries, it begins in 3 to 6 hours and takes further 2 to 3 hours for complete development. Now let us see about the duration of rigor mortis. In India, rigor mortis lasts for 24 to 48 hours in winter and 18 to 36 hours in summer. Now let us discuss about the factors affecting rigor mortis. Age of a person affects rigor mortis. Rigor mortis doesn't occur in fetus less than 7 months. In case of adults, rigor mortis develops slowly and it is well marked. In case of children and elderly, rigor mortis is feeble and it develops rapidly. Nature of death affects rigor mortis. Diseases causing great exhaustion and wasting like cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, cancer and violent deaths like cutthroat, firearms and electrocution. In all these cases, the onset of rigor is early and the duration is short. In case of deaths from asphyxia, severe hemorrhage, apoplexy, pneumonia and paralysis of muscles, the onset of rigor is delayed. Some other factors affecting rigor mortis are muscular state and atmosphere. In case of healthy muscles at rest, the onset and duration of rigor is long. In case of fatigued muscles or exhaustion before death, the onset of rigor mortis is rapid. In cold weather, the onset of rigor mortis is slow and the duration is long, whereas in hot weather, the onset is rapid and the duration is short. Now let us discuss the medico-legal importance of rigor mortis. It is a sign of death. We can estimate time since death using rigor mortis. We can also make out the position of body at the time of death using rigor mortis. Now let us discuss the conditions simulating rigor mortis. Heat stiffening, cold stiffening and cadaveric spasm. All these conditions mimic rigor mortis and they need to be differentiated. If you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comment section. If you like my videos, kindly subscribe. Your subscription will encourage me to make more videos. Thank you.